My Hebrew brothers and sisters, the 12 tribes, the house of Israel. Praise his name. Scattered all over the earth. Scattered all over the earth. My brothers and sisters, I just want to thank you, and welcome back. And let me say thank you for your subscriptions and your likes and your comments and most of all your prayers. Okay, we're in the book of the Psalms in chapter 14, and we stop at verse 4, where we talk about the fact that they do not call upon the name of Yahuwah. They're so busy. The workers of iniquities, they have no knowledge. They eat up Yahuwah's children like they're eating bread. And they fail to call upon the name of Yahuwah. They fail to call upon Yahuwah. Okay, and so we said the word call here was kara, and to call out, to recite, to read out, to cry out, to proclaim, and so on and so on and so on. To proclaim and to read aloud, to read to oneself, to read is like to summon someone or to invite. When you call someone, generally you're calling them. Yahuwah call us by name, my brothers and my sisters. He invites us to be a part of his family. Praise his name. That's what he calls us. When he calls us by name, to be his peculiar people. So these people now, they're so busy trying to undo the things that Yahuwah said is done, and they have not called upon his name. They have not commissioned or appointed. They have not called and endowed. They have not called upon his name. They have not given his name the praise and the glory that it deserves. Instead of calling upon his name, they call themselves. Calling themselves. Instead of calling upon Yahuwah, they want to be called. Instead of proclaiming Yahuwah's name, they want to be proclaimed. Instead of reading about Yahuwah in a loud and awesome way, they want to be read about. They want to be named. They want to be called. My brothers and my sisters, Yahuwah said we have to call upon his name. Praise his name. Praise his name. Now in verse 5, this is what verse 5 said. And there are a couple there are a couple words there that we want to look at as far as keywords. We want to look at fair, generation, and righteous. There were they in great fear, for Yahuwah our Elohim is in the generation of the righteous. So my brothers and my sisters, here they are in great fear. The ones who were workers are the ones who are workers of iniquity, the ones who eat up Yahuwah's children like they eat up bread and fail to call upon his name. Now they're in great fear. Why? Because, you see, at the time they're trying to hurt us, trying to eat us up, trying to destroy us, the stupidity in the action, the motive they failed to realize that YAHUAH was with us. My brothers and my sisters, YAHUAH said he will never leave us nor forsake us. Why? Because we are his called out ones. We are his peculiar people, people of his own pleasure. That's what he said. So, they said they were in great fear. Have you been in fear, my brothers and my sisters? Being fearful? Being fearful, but at the same time, you know that YAHUAH is with you. I sometimes I don't want to talk about it. Okay? But many of you know that I've left, and I mention it, you know, and some of you who know me by name, by persons, and so I left teaching for about 3 years to go and drive truck and teach driving to students coming out of truck driving school. I've just dropped a student off in Atlanta and was driving down, drive to a place they call Ocala at a FedEx to drop a trailer off loaded with stuff. From where I dropped the trailer off to my house, where I live in Jacksonville, was about 120 miles. So I was on my way home. And just as I was about 62 miles from my house, the truck just, I was in the right lane and it just to the right. When it went over into the south shore, there's a lot of water, swampy area. And when I tried to stop and put the brake, it goes zoom, and was heading towards a tree. And I don't know, but it went through some barbed wire that divided, side of the road down there from the water. And, I mean, it was swampy area, full of gators. And I would imagine, talk about fear. Hallelujah, thank YAHUAH for his saving grace. And let me tell you something, my brothers. The truck picked up a speed and running through the what they call it, hydroplane. It just zoom, and it stepped on the brake, it make it go fast. I was heading to this tree, and I was making sure I was trying not to hit the tree straight on. So, in my panic, I kind of turned, and of course it tore the truck up. I have to come over the truck, and through waist deep water and wires and that kind of stuff. I was a little bit fearful coming out through that water because, I know that a lot of gators in there, but I talk about panic and fear. Those gators probably heard the rupture of the water and everything and the sound, and then they probably, I don't know, probably when I told them, maybe got pinned underneath the doors only it was not the whole truck trailer, it was just the what you call a rig, the front of the trailer. The trailer, they call it a rig. Okay. Everything, the trailer was left back down there 60 miles. When you talk about fear, okay, going through the water, and when we hit that tree, that was a bit of fear came up on me, but YAHUAH was there with me and protected me. These people didn't know that YAHUAH was with his righteous people. And Hasatan, if he tried to take me out then, Yahushua was with me, YAHUAH was with me. The rock was there too. And not only so, but all of the ministering angels that he used to protect me was there. That's my experience, my brother. And nobody can take that experience from me because I got it. And I see how YAHUAH work. See what he can do. Praise his holy name. Hallelujah. There they were in great fear. For YAHUAH is in the generation of the righteous. He promised never to leave us, my brother. He promised never to forsake us. The word fear there is a word in the Hebrew. It is pay, and chet, and dalet, pakad, fear is a primitive root. Fear, to be fearful, to tremble, to revere, dread, to be in awe or dread, to be dread, to be in dread, to be in awe, to be in a great dread, to cause to dread. Peh, chet, and dalet come from this root, just like the word said, to be in dread or in awe, to be afraid, to come to dread, to come trembling. They were jump, trembling, fearful, fears. They were shaking, my brothers and sisters, standing awe when they realized that YAHUAH is with the righteous. The generation, every generation, my brothers and sisters, every generation, from generation to generation, YAHUAH promised that he never gonna leave his people. Praise his holy name. And he protected us in so many different ways. They were terrified, thrilled, trembled, turn in fear. Look at the word generation here, verse 5. YAHUAH is in the generation and the righteous. Look at the word generation there. And this word is door. That's what the Hebrew word, door. It is dalet. It is vav. And also it is resh. That's it. Those are the consonants that make up the word. Door. And this word, my brothers and sisters, we talk about period, generation, habitation, dwelling, period, age, generation, period of time, generation, those living during a period. How many years make up a generation? Because some people say 40 years is a generation. I mean, if you live more than 40 years, you're living more than a generation. But every generation comes, generation goes. Generation comes, generation pass. New generation. And YAHUAH is in every one of those generations because his people are there. His people are among those people live in those generations, characterized by quality, characterized by condition, characterized by class of men, my brothers, my sisters. Dwelling place, habitation, a revolution of time. That is in age, generation, are also dwelling, are also, we can say, evermore, are, generation, posterity. Praise his holy name. Praise his holy name. And then look at the word righteous there. Look at the word righteous. Tzadik. Tzadik is Sadie, Dalet, and Yod, and Kaf. And this word, my brothers and sisters, is talking about just, a lawful, a righteous. A just person, a righteous person, a lawful person. A person that is governed by YAHUAH's law. In government, my brothers and sisters, just, right in one's cause, just, righteous in conduct and character, my brothers and my sisters. Just, righteous in conduct and character. My brother, let me tell you this, we cannot overemphasize. We cannot overemphasize this, that YAHUAH wants us to live righteously. Righteous. As being justified, as being vindicated by YAHUAH. Right, correct, lawful. This is what helped to show what a righteous person is. He is Sadiq, my brothers and sisters. Just, righteous, blameless, innocent, just, a man that is righteous, one in right, one in righteous living. One is a righteous man. They are righteous men, they are righteous ones, they are righteous women. And you train up your children the way they should go. They're righteous. Live righteous. Live righteously, my brother. The one who are in the right. Praise be to his name. Praise be to his name. We are not going to take up another verse. We're going to stop here because we're not going to have enough time to go over, and we don't want to go over too much over the 20-minute session that I promised. Sometimes I have to go a little bit over, but most time when I can, I'm going to stop. Okay, so we're going to ask you, my brothers and my sisters, that you be a blessing to someone today. Be a blessing to someone and walk with the King. Shalom.